Hello everyone and welcome back to Steel Division 2. Continuing with the New Year tournament, we are seeing the semi-finals. So we are having today with us Japasa playing on a Maverick income with with 10 guard tank corps. He's going to be going against Rario, going with Panzer on a Maverick income as well. Panzer is an interesting choice, but against Tank Guard Tank Corps could be pretty well. And so let's go take a look at Drario first. And so here we have him, and let me move my face here. Here we have him. He's going to get of Clara, SPWs, the Pumas as well, and one card of Pioneer and one card of Panzer. So really, really, really low on infantry for a face. He's going to, my God, he's going to get two Panzer IV and one Panther D in terms of tanks for a face. And this is a Maverick deck. All right, we're going to get some Flamers, IG-18, MG-42, and some Grille. That's good all around. And then we're going to get some Panzer Shreks and Pack 40s. Only 3 Pack 40. And with the anti-air, we're going pretty heavy. We're going Flak 88 and SKZ 71. No artillery whatsoever. And the Fokker Wolf 190 with the good one with the 50 kilograms HE and the 250. And we're also getting some Fokker Wolf A8, which I assume are going to be used for strafing. But maybe he wants to use them for defense as well. Alright, in Phase B, we're going with the Spa Troop. There's Pioneers and Panzer Grenadier. There's going to be 8 Panzer IV, 4 Tigers, 2 Panther, and 2 Panther Leaders. That's a lot of tanks for Phase B, but it's the only tank he's got. Now, I'm thinking... Oh, I'm sorry. In the anti-tank tab, he also has 4 Yak Panzers. I'm thinking in A phase, he's going to be relying a lot on... sorry. On the Puma to replace Panzer 4 or 3. I think you always want to get the Panzer trees in a deck that they're available in because they're 30 points and they're so efficient. So efficient. You get them 2-star, bring them with the leader, and you just get, 3-star Panzer trees, providing so much support. But anyway, continuing in Phase B, we're going to get some MG42 double vet with some Opel Blitz ammo trucks, some Pack 40s, more Flak 88, and then the artillery. 2 units of 152 mil with a Nebelwerfer 300 mil. And then in C phase, we're getting 1 card of Panzer Grenadier. Not a lot of infantry. It could work. There's a lot of good players that plays with 50-something infantry. It is risky in an infantry meta world, but it could work. It could work. All right, let's go take a look at what Japasa can offer us. He's going in Phase 8 with not that much more infantry. But he does have Razvedka for bazookas. He has the Motor Razvedka with the white trucks. Super useful, these guys. They're 12.7 mil as well, so it's a good machine gun to have. Unfortunately, they are open top, so they can die easily to grenades thrown by infantry. But yeah, he's going with the Su-57, the T-34 Recon, which are extremely good, 2-star too. 6 Gavardia, 4 Saperi, 6 Tanko Desantniki coming in with the half tracks. T-34 76s, T-3045, T-3045 1944, and 2 Panthers. So definitely in terms of infantry support, armor infantry support, he's got a lot there. 6 Flamers, SG-43, OB-25, classics, and some SU-122 as well. So that's a 2K range HE support. You've got M42s, SU-85, some 37 mil for the AA. No artillery as well. And he's going with the Recon U2, P-39 fighters, IL-237 AT. So no doubt the P-39 are there to support the IL-2. I'm thinking in this case. In phase B, he's going to be coming in with more Razvedka for the bazooka, 12 Gavardia DP with the double machine gun, Tapestry is coming in the Avtrak, and that's all. And then in terms of tanks, he's going with more T-34 1944 and 4 Tigers. He's also coming in with more Su-122s. In terms of anti-tanks, he's going to bring some Zistries, 6 of them, more anti-air, unvetted this time, and he's going with 2 Andryosha unit, so that could definitely be in his favor against the Panthers and whatnot. But yeah, and 4 PE2s. And Guard has a lot of PE2s, and to me, the PE2s are the best fighter bombers there is. I would have taken more of them, but it doesn't matter. All right, well, let's see what the opponents can do. We'll meet back during the battle. All right, and so here we are during the battle. Japasa in the red corner, Drarior in the blue corner. And look at that, Japasa is not going here at all. Drarior is going. That would have been some free kills for Japasa most likely. But yeah, pretty regular deployment from Drarior. Japasa is kind of going nowhere, actually. Not going any place. I don't know why he didn't move anything here. Probably because he thought that Drarior would be faster than him. I don't know. It's a strange choice. Pumas doing some damage already. The Su-57 penetrated the Puma and then will kill. There you go. Very, very good Su-57. T-34-42 going on the hill. Svetka, Gnamichiki, Penko Desantniki with the Gavardia. There's some alright troops, but Arior got some SPW-234 with Panzerschreck and Pioneers. I think he'll have an advantage there. Call me silly, but yeah. There is a Razvedka here as well, so that SPW will have to be careful. Over here, we're doing okay. We've won the war against the fast troop here. There you go. Razvedka will be putting himself in action, trying to get the SPW-234. Panzer Grenadier will unload in that house. Over here, there's a little fight. We're gonna go take a look as soon as that SPW-234 dies. And it shouldn't be. It is. It's not gonna happen. Alright, and over here, there's not much of a fight actually. Oh, Pack 40 and MG42 coming alone here. That was very bold move. You want... Well, no, it was an alright move, but I mean, it just sometimes it happens like that. Japasa decided to attack there, and so that's what happened. But ideally, in the deployment, you would probably put some, at least one unit of infantry with these guys, just to make sure, you know, because you never know. Especially on this map, there's a big chance actually that the opponent would attack on this hill. Avtrak coming in. Pack 40 trying to save his soul. Still, he's going to be using APCR to shoot that M2. And so that's going to reduce his survivability. Over here, Avklara has been detected somehow. Oh, by that Ognomichiki right here. And now will die. M42 being shot by the MG42. Over here, the Puma actually died to the T-34-76. There's a Recon and IG-18 over here. A bulge has been made in the front line. How will Drarior resolve the situation? He's got Fakr Wolf coming in for the Tenko Desantniki. Great move. Oh, but they're falling back now, so it's not going to do much. Still, it's down to 6 points. M3A1 Razvedka over here doing some wonderful damage. I like these guys. They're a nice little truck. There you go. Razvedka kills the SGFZ. Grille will start doing some damage for sure, but oh, it's dangerous to bring these. Oh, there is anti-air, because I was gonna say it's dangerous to bring these troops alone. Now Su-57 will kill that ghillie if he keeps. Why? Like, why are you going that close when you got 2k range, right? You sit here. You sit in the forest here. Not even. You sit here. That's perfect. This position. You don't want to go there. Oh, there you go. It's better, but still, you're at 1,500 meters, which is a problem. It is a problem. That Su-57 could take advantage of that, but there is a Pack 40 here, but still. 14-10, 13-11 for Japasa. Over here, Trario has moved a little bit, so much that Japasa had to bring some troops. There's a Su-85 here in a weird spot. There's a Gvardia and T-3045 Razvedka with the U-2 LNB going for targets. There is no anti-air yet on the map. On the blue side. In the southern area. Right, Pack 40 this Su-57. A lot of defensive units around here. Very dangerous move. I don't know how people can be so bold as to do that like that. When you see the enemy front line is right here, and you are still going to unload right in it as if there's no fucking tomorrow. Anyway, pioneers shooting, moving, flamers coming in, getting shot by all kinds of people. Now these flamers start shooting that Tenko Desantniki. They look like they're doing okay. And they will, thanks to that Panzer IV who helps with the Tenko Desantniki here. And there's an airplane. Nice. Oh no! Okay, he's... I didn't see that. Did he kill himself? Oh, he kind of ruined it all with the Fokker Wolf. Panzer Shrek will still move on. Vedka, being on return fire, they're just a recon unit. Panzer Shrek kills there with the M3A1. Will he try to save his M40? No, he won't. There's nothing he can do. Even if he tries to save it, there's nothing he can do. He'll just die. It's one of these tough calls you gotta make in war, and sometime in life. Do you help someone, or do you die with them? That's the thing. I've had a situation like that. I've had actually many death encounter, especially due to my lifestyle in the past. And but in my more normal life, I had an incident like that where I was walking both my dogs, and it was the winter, and the lakes are frozen in the winter in Canada, and so they were off leash. My dogs are usually always off leash, except when I'm in the city, and so here we were in some kind of rural. It was a anyway. So I had my dogs off leash there, and there's a lake. It's a river actually, and it's completely frozen. And one of them saw a duck, and I don't know why they don't usually run after ducks like that. They'll run after cats, but other animals they don't really run after. And this time he decided to run for it, and that was my younger one. So he runs and runs, and I call him, and obviously he doesn't listen because there's a duck there. But you know, to be fair to him, he did hunt before for birds. So I'm thinking, you know, he was probably thinking he was hunting. And anyway, he sees the river. He sees where it stops freezing, and so he tries to stop, not fall in the river, and he can't. And so I see him plunge in the river, and at that time I'm running after him, and he's trying to get back up, with his two paws, you know, grappling the ice. But there's a strong current there, so he goes under and then back up. And at one point, just before going on the ice, I kind of took a second to think, and I was like, do I go there? Do I go and die in the frozen? There's no one there. There's no one. It's just me and my two dogs. And it's a strong current, and people have died in that river before. And so I told myself, do I go in there and die for my dog? And I did, actually. And I think it took only a millisecond of thinking, but, you know, it was a thought that crossed my mind. And I guess it was a really stupid move, but I did it because it's my dog. And so I'm running on the ice, and at the end, I'm just kind of crawling on the ice because I'm getting to the edge where the river's not frozen anymore. And my other dog, he's following me. The older one is more educated than the younger one. So he's kind of running after me, and now he's on the ice as well. And I arrive at the edge of the river. My dog in the water was not transported by the current. He stayed at the same place going in and out of the water. And my dog had bandanas on them, on top of their collar. And so I'm holding my older one by the collar behind me while I'm laying flat on the ice. And I'm trying to hold my older one because he thinks we're playing. He wants to go in the water, or I don't know. And I'm trying at the same time to catch my other dog, but I don't want to go near too close to the edge because I know, you know, I'm 200 pounds. It's gonna go down. And anyway, in the end, I ended up grappling the my God, I'm telling my story, and I'm seeing Dario doing the weirdest fucking moves, and I'm just like, what the fuck? But I'm still telling the story. And so, yeah, so I ended up picking the, my dog's neck, the bandana. I picked his bandana, and I finally got him up. I was so mad at him, and he came out of there like an icicle. He was, and there you go. The fucking Panther D got some damage there. From who? The OB25 maybe? No. Oh, look at that Andriusha going to target the 88. Yeah, so he looked like an icicle, honestly, and I got scared. And I ran back home. And I took a picture. I took a picture of I got him on the porch, and wow! Whoo! That was nice. And he only shot 2 rounds. It's like he knew that 2 would be enough. 3. Alright. And yeah, so I took a picture real quick, and I got him in picture, and his hair is all... He looks like a punk, you know? Like he's just done his mohawk, but all over. And he was fine. I was surprised, but he was fine. And it's these kind of situations sometimes you gotta wonder. And I bet, you know, like all this we were saying for the Razvedka, but you know, the M42 were not precious to them as my dogs were to me. So they didn't save him. This is what you gotta do in war. But yeah. Alright, back to the game. The Andriusha 300 shooting again, because now it only shoot 3 times there. That's all he needed. Will he still do the same? Yeah, he just shots a few times. He really will move forward. So these are kind of wasted. And this is why it's a good idea to just shoot a couple times. Now he's going to move. Shoot again. At the same time, he's reloading with that guy. Really, really nice micro from Japasa here. I expected him to shoot straight away again, but that's some nice tactic. It is hard to micro. Well, I mean, it's not hard for me, but I see a lot of people play in my career as a YouTuber, and I see that it's hard for a lot of people to micro your arty. And in the sense, I don't think it's hard just to say it's hard. I think people don't want to bother that much because they think it's a waste of time. And in some decks, like a Maverick deck, and you've got some sorry, you've got some 150 mil heavy artillery, then yeah, it's probably a waste of time if you're microing your artillery. But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily hard. I just think people kind of forget or don't think that it's useful for anything. Big push from Japasa here. There's not a lot of unit. It looks like Drarior, ouch, Drarior did not invest a lot of points into reinforcing on the hill there. He's being busy over here. He's being busy over here. So he didn't have time. But Japasa, on the contrary, had time to reinforce. And so there's a lot of stuff here that could do a lot of damage. That AG-18 could be killing those T-34s if they decide to move around here. But I think a AT gun would have been a better idea. Is there still no AA around here? There's SKF Z71. Alright. This is good. Panther A, gonna be coming against the Razvedka. I'm sure the Razvedka is detected by the Flankwerfer. And yeah, now there's a Panther that's gonna be coming here. And Ryusha shooting again in the middle of the forest, doing quite a lot of suppression and damage. Definitely going to buy some time to Japasa. Oh, there was this time too with my dogs. It's not so much a story of life and death here, but I was working in a 100-feet tower in the middle of the forest. I used to be a fire lookout, a wildfire lookout observer, and so I'm there in the middle of the forest, and I'm in my tower, 100 feet in the air, and got my dog sleeping on the picnic table. They would go and sleep on top of it, and they're sleeping there. And what was cool of this job is my dog would just do whatever the fuck they wanted. They would go in the forest. I remember they would go together and come back together. There was a nice harmony between both of them. And sometimes the younger one would bring... It was always the younger one, but he'd bring parts of animals. A lot of weird stuff. But I found a lot of weird stuff over there as well. I found a horse skull, bison skull. And I brought them back all home. I got them in my living room right now. But anyway, they're there. They're sleeping on the table. And I see this big giant fucking bear coming, and he was huge. So I don't think he was that hungry, but we were in the fall, so you know it's scary, but it looks like he had enough to go on for the winter. But he was so huge, and he's just walking towards my yard, and there was a fence, you know. Andriusha gonna be looking for that Panther D. There was a fence, and so but I see that coming. I look at my dogs, and I know if my dog sees that, they're going after him, and they're probably gonna both die. And so maybe the bear would just run away, not because he's scared, but because, you know, I don't know. Usually bears will attack dogs that's coming for them. So you know, that's why they say when you go hiking, you leash your dog, because if your dog goes after a bear, the dogs eventually will get scared from being chased, and they'll go back to you, and that's when you got an angry bear in your face. And there's a lot of bear attacks that way. Anyway, so I didn't have my bear spray with me. It was in my cabin downstairs, so I don't know. I shot at the bear, and he kind of listened to me. He went on his two paws trying to look where the noise was from, and then he made a detour. And then I was like, okay, cool. But then he came back, like right away, and I was like, oh fuck. So I went down. I hurried down the 100-feet tower. I don't even think I tied myself. You have to tie yourself up when you climb these government towers. You know, it's a government job, so you need to be safe. But I don't even think I tied myself. I just went down in a panic and to try to put my dog in the cabin, right? Not to fight the bear. And yeah, I got down. I put the dogs in the cabin, got my bear spray, got out, and the bear was there. And I went to the tower and climbed it, and that was the end of it. It was a scary moment. I had a neighbor and he came to me with his gun, and he asked if I needed help getting rid of the bear. They kill bears over there. That was in Alberta. They don't care about. They don't care. They'll kill bears, and I mean it's simple. They got their own children in these roads and in these places, so it's the bear or their child. So I don't think I'd be hesitating myself. Um, but yeah, I remember that neighbor killed quite a few bears, problem bears, that would go on his yard, and the one even tried to make a den there because it was like a berry farm, a personal berry farm, and the bear was living there. So I skinned one of them, and it was my first time skinning a bear, and I didn't know what to do, and I had a steak knife with me. And eventually, that neighbor came in, and he showed me how, and he said, "That's what you do," and like that. And look at that, Mentor 8 killed by that IL-2. That's why you gotta be careful. Another one called at the same place, and this is like a suicide mission now. And yeah, so he showed me how to skin the bear, and I did, and it was awesome. But unfortunately, a month later, I had to leave back home, and it's a 6-day drive, so I couldn't take the skin with me. I didn't have time to properly cure it. The bear was already dead, so I figured I'd get the experience of skinning the bear. But I really, really, really wish I could have kept the skeleton and the skin. But I did find a few bear skull in this area, so I took some home. And what I do with these skulls is I put them on my porch on Halloween night. I make a huge cemetery for Halloween, so I'm glad to have all these skulls. And remember this Halloween, some kid came to knock at my door, and they're like, "Hey, we got this book. Can we exchange it?" And I was like, "Exchange it for what?" He's like, "For Halloween decoration." And I'm like, well, what do you want?" And they point at the bear skull, and they're like, "We want that." And I was like, "Fuck no!" I'm like, "You're not getting my bear skull." But I said, "You can take the pig skull," and I gave them a pig skull, and you should have seen their faces. They were through the moon. Like, I've never seen a face of a child so happy, and they just couldn't believe it. Look at that panther falling back right into it. Oh man, he's stopping right away. But yeah, I mean the kids I probably made their week. They were so happy. So anyway, my wife was like, "Why did you give them that skull?" I was like, "You know what? They could have stolen it. They could have. That would have been my style when I was their age." And they weren't. They didn't steal it. They knocked. They asked. They even brought barter item, a book. I didn't take the book, by the way, but it was really, really nice of them. So I figured I'd give them something for their honesty. And I mean, Halloween is for the kids. So if a kid knocks at your door and wants an Halloween decoration, you give it to him. I got enough. Over here, like, we're seeing the lack of micro from Drarior not supplying his guy. Probably he shot all rounds on one target. We can see the skill difference in the Nebelwerfers and Andriusha. Whereas Japasa can always continuously shoot because he only shoots a couple of targets. And whereas Dario shot once, maybe, I missed it, and can never shoot again because he's never going to resupply it. It is 13-11 for Dario though. So while I'm saying Japasa is much better than Dario, and that there is some obvious skill difference, Dario is still winning. So obviously he's doing good stuff. I might have a bias for Japasa because he's my nemesis. I think I've defeated him once. So I'm in my head he's like this subhuman, superpowered player, but he's not. And Rayor is doing a good job, and it is half in points. All right, Panther dead. Ah, my God. Now, he's not going on the hill anymore. I think he learned his lesson. But the SKFZ, like, how can you shoot a plane? Sorry if there's lag. How can you shoot a plane when that's your view? You can't. And the game actually accounts for that. So you're actually better off a little bit back than completely. But this protects you from planes and from being seen by, you know, X or Y enemy. Oh, wow. Alright. SU-57, Dario saw that, I think. There's nothing he can do, really, but I guess he's gonna try moving in. Over here, we're still AWOL. And Dario actually pushed Chapasa completely out of this town. Great moves. We've missed them all. I've missed them all. And, yeah, we've missed them. I'm sorry, guys. It's rare where I start talking about my stories. I think I've done it in 2 videos out of the 1,000 that I have. That I can remember of. Alright, Andriusha on return fire this time. I think he's going to make sure that there's still targets over here. Who's shooting? SU-122 shooting some HE support. Some HE. Might be going for the heat rounds as well. As the Panzer IV engage. No. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's engaging the Panzer IV. Panzer IV don't think he hit. Nah, he doesn't even look like he hit once. I'm not seeing anything. Japasa will come on this hill. This is what you gotta do when you lose that flag. Try to spread out on that hill here. Alright, nice shots, nice shots. Tapestry coming in with the half tracks. Out of ammo here. Oh, there you go. Man, he must hate himself right now for that. Alright, this is probably going to be shot soon. Oh, he's actually changing his target. How unfortunate. Because now he could have gotten these two rather than that one. And there's a plane shooting at the Pioneers. Alright, he might hit both of them. Now, fortunately, there's a Panzergrenadier coming in. He's going to shoot a couple of rounds. There you go. At least kills one. Panzer IV dies too. One of these dudes. Now there's not a lot of things in their way. It's difficult to navigate here against the bazookas of the Panzergrenadier. And there you go. And over here we got the Pack 40 versus Gavardia. He's actually managed to save himself, I believe. Now it's time to go here. Looks like the Panther moved. He just moved. Without the AA cover though. So, I mean, this could be a repeat. If the plane comes in this direction. Not a lot of Tigers. Not a lot of Tigers from Japasa. PE2 is finally starting to make their way into the Pioneers. There you go. Traya will move them out of the house, which is the right thing to do. You get less damage outside of the house, is the consensus. There you go. Speaking of Tigers. more tries. Panther coming in on the hill. There is no AA around here though. Really dangerous move. And there you go. Took all of his rounds. It's now 12-12. Andriusha targets the Panther probably. From a far distance too. These SPWs has been proven themselves very useful throughout the entire game. It doesn't look like not having tanks and A-face really damage him. Alright, Panther will move away. Dario sees that from the distance. Oh, it is still dangerous. And there you go, survives. Machine gun coming in here. Not really needed. Machine gun here. Could have put it here. Very dangerous. That's how he lost his old. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We're going for the SPW. And we're getting killed. Hawker Wolf coming into the defense, but there's a lot of AA here. Machine gun here actually doing sweet fuck all. Just like, oh my god, in the open like that? No. IL-2 coming in for the Panther. Oh man, it hurts my soul to see that, because why would you bring SDKFZ? I mean, why would you bring a Panther without Air Force, air support, anti-air is what I meant. When you know there's IL-237 in the enemy's grasp. If Drario loses, it's gonna be because of that. Mark my word. He's coming in for the recon this time. Man, and another recon dies here. He's lost the hill. Oh man, he's so lost the hill. Well, he does have bazookas with the infantry, but still, like, look at that. That Nebelwerfer is needed right now. IL-2 gonna be coming for. I bet he doesn't see it anymore. Good thing. Over here, we're shooting at nothing. 13-11 for Drario still. Oh no. And he's not going to lose line of sight because there's a U2 recon plane right there. Oh man. Oh, there's a SKFZ here. Alright. Might even kill it. But these are the tank of the skies, so maybe not. No. He's hidden by. Oh man, that guy came close. This guy will die, but at least he would have killed an IG-18 with him. Same people here are dying to the U2. Now, massive push. Alright, Rarior is done for. As Japasa will capture this hill, and then there's gonna be. Like, now he's bringing all of these anti-air, and he's not using the Nebelwerfers as well. And there's a massive push around here. At least he killed the half tracks, I guess. Pumas coming in. He still got Pumas. Panther versus Tiger. The Tiger will probably win this. Oh, and there's another Panther there too. So there you go. And now that y'all lose the center. It was all one big scheme. It was Japasa's master plan. He kept a lot of units alive, while Rario's unit were dying. And, now it's like an impossible wave to surf. Oh my god. He's not moving his AA. Come on. Oh, I hate seeing these games. Why do you get tracked? Hey. Why do you get anti-air on tracks if you're not going to move them? There's no purpose to it. Nice. Alright, we're making some headways here, but not for long. There's a good support unit. Oh my god, he didn't move them once. Oh man, what were you thinking? Need to move your units, especially against players like Japasa. Oh my god, this hurts. That's not, at least it's not his fault. It's just so happened that they were there at the wrong time. God, Jagdpanzer died. He was hiding in the forest. Alright guys, it's over. This game is over. Nice shot there. Everyone is pinned down. Nice little half track could come in and swoop in all the kills. Wow, that's a missed opportunity. Oh my god, that could have tied the entire game over. Ow, he did it, but, oh my god. Oh yeah! Look at that! Oh yeah, 2, 3. Unfortunately. Could have gotten these two. Had it been just a little bit quicker. That was nice. Very nice fight. Very nice fight from Rio. I'm impressed. I mean, other than the things I said in my rage. Oh, look at these. They got a lot of stuff. Killed some tanks. Oh man, oh, it hurts. IL 237. Oh my god. It is painful. E5 Pantera took care of the Panther, Yak Panzer, Grille, and some fluff. Not a lot of good value target there. One. That is impressive. It is very nice. Good use of that SPW for sure. All right. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. So Japasa will go forward in the final. There is $100 to win that tournament. So 28 to 38 for Japasa in this game. If you like the video, like and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow with another video of my choice. Thanks again. Have a great night. Goodbye.